Hello everyone, today we are going to solve the most interesting problem, Lucky 4 from CodeChef. This problem looks so complicated, but if you read it clearly, there is nothing in it. So don't get agitated immediately after seeing this, that the question is so big and I can't solve it. But you can if you follow 3 basic steps. So let's dive into it then. So the question is, Kosia likes the number 4 much. Of course, this number has such a lot of properties like 4 is the smallest composite number. It is also the smallest Smith number. Yeah, what is a Smith number then? A Smith number is a composite number for which the sum of digits is equal to the sum of digits in its prime factorization. For example, 4 is a Smith number because the prime factor of 4 are 2 and 2. So the sum of those prime factors will be 4, which matches the actual number. Let's take another example, 6, whose prime factors are 2 and 3, and sum of those 2 and 3 will be 5, which is not equal to 6. So 6 is not a Smith number. So this is all about a Smith number. And when it comes to the next point, the smallest non-cyclic group has 4 elements. There will be a concept in algebra called cyclic group and non-cyclic group, where in non-cyclic group the smallest group will have only 4 elements. Okay, and 4 is the maximal degree of the equation that can be solved in radicals. For example, if you take a polynomial equation, the maximum degree of that polynomial equation will be 4. And there is a 4-color theorem that states that any map can be colored in no more than 4 colors in such a way that no two adjacent regions are colored in the same color. If you take a graph, the graph may have any number of edges and vertices. You'll just use maximum 4 colors to color it. Okay. And there is one more concept called Lagrange's 4-square theorem states that every positive integer can be written as the sum of at most 4 square numbers. Let's take another example, 10. Then you can write that number in terms of 1 square plus 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square. That means you can represent every natural number as a sum of squares of 4 non-negative integers. So this is all about it. 4 is the maximum number of dimensions of a real division algebra. In the concept of real division algebra, the maximum number of dimension that you could use is 4. And the next point is in basis 6 and 12, 4 is one automorphic number. What is automorphic number then? A number is called automorphic number if and only if its square ends in the same digit as the number itself. For example, if n equal to 25, then 25 square will be 625. So the last digits are ending with the actual number. So which is called as automorphic number. For example, if you take 7, then 7 into 7 is 49, which is not automorphic. So here 4 is a automorphic number. Okay. And there are a lot more cool stuff about this number. Impressed by the power of this number, Kosia has begun to look for occurrences of 4 anywhere. He has a list of t integers. For each of them, he wants to calculate the number of occurrences of the digit 4 in the decimal representation. He is too busy now, so please help him. We are just going to calculate how many times the 4 is occurring in the given integer. And when it comes to input, the first line of input consists of a single integer t denoting the number of integers in Kosia's list. Then there are t lines, each of them contain a single integer from the list. Okay, the first line will be the integer, and for each integer for each line of t you'll take input n. And what about output then? Output t lines, each of these lines should contain the number of occurrences of the digit 4 in the respective integer from COSIA's list. After getting the input of integers, you're just going to calculate how many times 4 is getting occurred, and then you'll display that as output. You can understand this clearly by reading an example. When comes to constraints, the range of t should be between 1 and 10 power 5, and there are two tasks which are subtasks. In subtask 1, the number of list range should be from 0 to 9, which is of 33 points, and when comes to subtask 2, the numbers from the list should be from 0 and 10 power 9, which is 67 points. You can understand this after writing your code. During the time of submission, you will know about it. So let us understand the example clearly by reading the input and output in it. In input, the first line is 5, where the 5 is a test case. So 5 input lines will be created, and user will give 5 integers. So the first line is 447474, second line 228, third line 6664, fourth line 40, and fifth line is 81. And what is the output then? 40110, where the first line is 4 because in the first integer contains 4 fours, right? 4 times it got occurred, so the output will be 4. When comes to the second integer 228, there is no 4, so the output will be 0. When comes to 6664, there is 1 4 in it, so 1. When comes to 40, 1. When comes to 81, there is no 4, so 0 will be the output. So this is all about output. So let's write code for it. You're just going to display how many times the 4 is getting occurred in the given integer. That's it. When comes to coding part, initially we'll be taking test case as input to know the size of the input. So test case equal to int of input. For each test case line, you should take integer n as input. This time we are not going to convert it to integer. We will take it as a string. If we take it as a string, then it will be easy for us to find number 4 in it, because if we take integer n, we should do mathematical operations. Because n is stored as 447474, we should apply more steps to find number 4. But if we take n as a string, the input will be stored as a sequence of characters, that is 447474. Then it will be easy for us to find character 4 than finding number 4. After taking n as input, take a variable called count, which helps us to return the value of number of occurrences of 4. Since it is beginning, initially 0 is assigned to the count. Now we will go to each and every character in a string. To do that, I am using for loop. So for I in range of 0, len of n, by this instruction, a variable I is created dynamically to travel to each and every character in a string, where range method helps us to travel from 0 to the actual length of the string. We don't know the exact length of the string, so len of n will take care of it, where len is a string method which returns the length of the string. Now we will compare each and every character with 4. To implement this, we are using if condition. So if n of I equal to 4, where n of I is the location of actual character, we are saying to the interpreter that we should compare ith character in n string. So if n of I equal to 4, if this condition is satisfied, you will increment count by 1. So count plus equal to 1. If character is not matched with 4, then if condition will not get executed, I will go to the next character and continues its process until the very end character of the string. Once the length of the string exceeded, we should print the count variable to know exactly how many times 4 occurred. So print count. After printing count, to go to the next integer, you should decrement test case by 1. So code takes input and processes it until test case becomes 0. So test case minus equal to 1. Now the code looks perfect. Check whether it is working or not by using custom input and run it. If there are any errors, try to solve them. If everything looks perfect, then click on submit button to submit your code. If you have any errors and unable to solve them, let me know in the comment box or mail me to my official mail girlcoderimpressive@gmail.com and follow me on Instagram for further updates. Thank you.